In art, there's a secret language hiding in plain sight that adds a new level of enjoyment. Let me show you. When I look at a painting like this, I enjoy the colors, I enjoy the style, I enjoy the depiction of a beautiful scene. But there's another side to this painting that I didn't know was there. All the parts of this image work together like a visual symphony. What? Well, here are two keys that help me to see art in a whole new way. One, asymmetrical balance. Two parts of an image can be equal, although different. For example, in this painting, everything on the left equals everything on the right. Well, wait a minute. The two parts of this image don't look equal to me. Well, you're right. They don't, because there's one piece of the puzzle I still need to share with you called the brightness-weight illusion. Dark objects sometimes appear to look physically heavier than bright objects due to our primordial programming. In primordial times, when humans lived outdoors, they constantly had to be on the lookout for distant, small, dark objects which could be predators coming to attack them. As a result, our brains adapted to give special importance or psychological weight to small, dark objects. Artists like Monet figured out that sometimes we give more weight or importance to darker objects and use that to create an image where all the parts are working in relationship to each other, creating this visual symphony. For example, in this painting, we have the dark train, a dark line of people, and some dark buildings on the right side of the image. Over on the left side, we have this large bright sky and the light coming through these windows. And so these two parts are working in balance. They're working in relationship to each other to create balance. Yes, there are other components to the image, and essentially Monet has worked out all of the problems so that all the parts, even the dark parts on the left, this dark area in the roof, and this bright over here on the right, all these parts have been worked together like pieces of a puzzle to create an image that is visually balanced and aesthetically pleasing to the viewer. If you imagine the parts of this image as having physical weight, now that we know that the brightness-weight illusion means that dark objects sometimes appear to look heavier, then the train and the buildings and the people on the right would tend to pull the painting to the right. It would actually, if these parts had physical weight, it would pull the painting down on the right. However, the large bright sky and the dark elements over here on the left would help to bring the painting back into balance. This entire image is constructed so carefully that it's like all the notes and instruments that Mozart composed to create a beautiful symphony. I didn't know that this aspect of imagery had been hiding in plain sight. And I didn't know that I needed to understand the brightness-weight illusion that darker objects sometimes appear heavier in order for the whole thing to fall into place. Now that I understand this, I get a whole new level of enjoyment from looking at paintings because I can see them for their emotional content, the colors and the beauty of the scene, but also on an intellectual level, the mathematical part, the geometry, the ratio of dark to light that's used to compose this image. This channel is all about exploring this hidden language that's been hiding in plain sight all of this time so that we can get more enjoyment from looking at art, and if we so choose, to create art. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I thank you for your time.